Hey everyone, how y'all doing? I'm back with another message. As always, have an amazing day. 3 things I am thankful for is cheese, because my son eating cheese. Glasses, and say one thing you're thankful for. Oh, he said me. Okay. So those are 3 things. Alright. In this situation and what I'm about to talk about, I feel like I've provided enough information so far that we have some form of trust here. Okay? I feel like that I have created a strong enough bridge that y'all can trust me with anything that I say. I truly feel that y'all can trust me that whatever information that's between us is between us, as long as it's not hurting the masses or causing a I can't even get the word out, but causing an issue with the world. But one thing about me, my goal is to vindicate my kids. Okay, I have to vindicate them first, and y'all gonna get things y'all needed throughout this process as well. However, my kids have been through a lot. The ones in the past and definitely the ones in the current. Okay? So I'm washing my second load of clothes in the tub or whatever, and out of nowhere I got another download of information. So I already told y'all with my youngest what he went through in his journey. However, when it came to my youngest, I was getting closer into my spiritual process with him. Not so much where I had knew anything, but due to the last person I was with, due to the type of spiritual stuff they was into, I was more tapped in. So when my youngest was born, he had a little bit more spiritual knowledge than my oldest two. So when it comes to like tarot card readings and all of that, he was around when that was going on. So his spiritual journey was enhanced a lot faster than the other two. However, my first two, I didn't know anything at all. Not saying I knew with my youngest, but I was more on the just go to church, the church process. I didn't know too much about the tarot cards and the spiritual stuff or whatever. And when you talk about the Bible, all they talk about, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, and all of these people and that. But they don't really talk about the spiritual process, the stuff that goes on in the world. They don't get deep into that because they look at it as super demonic. As always, I'm in my rocking chair. So when it came to my older kids and my spirit, when they was born, I didn't know until recently. It was something that I kind of, how can I say, I try to ignore. So I'm going to say it like this. Y'all know that I told you how my kids went through spiritual attacks, right? And it's not me going back, but there's a reason of why I'm explaining these details. So when these higher ups, these elite people, specific ones, when they sold their soul, they end up swapping out with my older two. Okay? And what I mean swapping out is they stole their gifts. Okay? So whatever their, how can I say it? Whatever their craft they supposed to have brought to the world, these people stole it from them. That's why they went through a lot. So, when a person sells their soul, right? They end up stealing someone else's gifts because they don't have those abilities, and they take somebody else's stuff, and then everything gets switched. And it's not so much a switch, it's just where the person that they take it from can't remember who they are. They go through these mind laps and stuff like that. It's like, I know something, I got something, but I can't put two and two together. So when this situation I'm talking about, right now, I'm going to talk about my oldest son in reality. Eventually, the next round, I would know who has dabble with my daughter. But right now, I'm talking about my oldest son right now. So, as I talk to y'all about, leave that aluminum foil alone. Leave it there. I know, leave it there, because I don't hear the noise. Thank you. Alright, so my oldest son, as y'all know, he went through a whole lot, okay? He's my oldest. Hold on 1 second, y'all. There's a bunch of stuff over here, babe. Give me a second. He's wants something else to eat. You got the, what is that, the chips? Here you go. You're not in it. Okay. Alright, so I tell y'all my oldest definitely went through a lot as when he was younger and stuff like that. And I tell y'all we don't really communicate like I want to due to all the stuff that's going on. However, I found out who stole his spiritual gifts. So I really don't want to have to bring this person's name up, but the thing about it is this. Y'all know how, I'm gonna just get to it. Jay-Z stuff. Hold on. Open it. Okay. If y'all hear the noise, my son is eating popcorn right now. So, Jay-Z is the one that stole my son's spiritual gifts. So, at the time when I was talking to y'all, I was like, y'all, that's me. And of course, it's my spirit, my energy. I know my energy. But Jay-Z is not, and I told y'all also that there was like, I said he kind of looked like my son, like they resemble just a little bit. If y'all will ever get a chance to see him, you'll see like they got the lips and all. Just a similar I can't say certain words. Certain words I'm not allowed when I talk certain things. So, similarity, okay? And I know I talked to y'all about that. So, when it comes to his craft, you know how he can memorize stuff and his words and all of that, the throne and blueprint, all of that, that's because it was my son's. I told y'all a long time ago that my son is very good at wordplay and how he can put words together quickly. He knew big words, he knew how to talk, communicate. But the thing about it is he wasn't into it. Like, it's like he had it, but he didn't utilize it like he's supposed to. And all I know is out of nowhere, I'm like, I'm putting two and two together, and I figured it out. They stole the gifts of my son. Well, he stole it. So it makes sense to who I am if you go look at a lot of the stuff. But the thing about it is, what I'm realizing, I know that I talked about how certain songs was created in certain ways. It's like somehow I had like a shadow in it, meaning that there was ways for me to, you remember I tell you I put like breadcrumbs around so I can remember stuff. It's like when it comes to my gifts, my kids' gifts or anything, I don't provide all the information. I give enough just so they can have. But just in case if somebody would have came in and tried to take ownership, I had clues to let me know the difference so I can be able to know what's going on. In this process, when it comes to my kids' spiritual gifts, it's not that I set anyone up, but I only gave a part of what they knew. And I knew that that other side would have to add their signature in it so they can feel like it was theirs. That part. So you remember when I told y'all about when you do like actors, actresses, or whatever, when you trying to pretend to be someone, what I say, you got to put a little bit of you in it, put your signature in it. That's what they did. They put their signature in it, and that's how I figured it out. So when it comes to those lyrics, to this stuff, that's because it's my son's. In current time, my son's stuff that he drained, he ciphered from him. So I'm gonna continue vindicating my family no matter what. And that's why I tell y'all, when it comes to this music and the entertainment world, continue listening to it. Because just because the person that it's supposed to be never got the opportunity to do it, not saying that the stuff is bad. It's still good information. It's just the fact that it's bad people that's doing it. You know, con artists, basically. People that don't know how to be themselves. People that don't know how to love themselves and do what they need to do for themselves. And it's like, I don't want to, I'm going to say it like this. I wish so badly that this didn't happen this way. That everybody could have put their foot in the game and be able to actually enjoy playing together. But instead, it wasn't like that. And I don't like that this stuff has happened this way, because just think of the creativity people could have really utilized if they would have believed in themselves instead of taking other people's gifts. However, the beauty in this situation is, even though my son didn't get the opportunity to be himself, to get to experience that life for himself, he still have other gifts that he has never been able to show anyone yet. And those was hidden on purpose. One thing about me is this. In the world, a lot of people only notice one main talent about themselves. But you have multiple. Everyone has multiple. But the thing about it is, I knew that people was going to try to steal, so I kept a lot of stuff hidden on purpose. And that's the reason why I want y'all to work harder. That's the reason why I want y'all to dig deeper, so you can get to the other gifts. So the ones that they thought that they stolen was the basics. The majors are still there. So I don't want y'all to sit back, even if I don't call your name out and say, hey, you're this and you're that. You still have some amazing gifts inside of you. That treasure chest is deep. Okay? It's super, super deep. It has so many things. All of y'all. Okay? So even though y'all might feel like a lot of people could have stolen something from you, that's just the basics. So just look at that life and just say, dag, if my life could be that great and they did it with, and how can I say it, with bad intent, just think what my future gonna look with good intent. Okay? So even though when it comes to this situation, it is what it is. It is what it is. I could be mad about it, but it works out in our favor, because by these people doing this, I was able to tie my life back together because of it. Sometimes in life we feel like, dad, why things ain't working out the way we want? But it's working out the way it needs to. It may not be the way you want it, and you might trip over it, you might fall into it, and you might get messy. But the great thing about it, you always can dust yourself off and try again. So if I can overlook this, and I know my son gonna definitely overlook this, but at the same time, I'm gonna still provide the information out here, because we need to know the truth. Because that's a major impact. That's a major situation. So I don't want to take away from my kids, and I don't want to. I'm gonna say it like this: even with the signature that was put on it, it's still good to me. You get it? I know. It's like, how the heck she this freaking nice? It's authentic, and I just love everyone. Even when people do wrong, there's always right around the corner. So on that note, y'all have a blessed day.